child, that your skin can bring you so much pain. Now I hear you say you got the best of both ways. Won't you come and take a walk in my shoes and tell me if you take my place? Under cover of my skin, I've heard all your names. If it's all the same, I'll keep on walking. Under cover of my skin, I've heard all your names. If it's all the same, I'll keep on walking. Who'd have stayed hung up? Who'd have been knocked down? But here I stand, a man whose roots he understands, and I'm gonna hold my head up high.
TV on, I reckon.
I was told there's
All right, we're live. It's August 8th. Here on the Daily, we have some heavy hitters to talk about their perhaps pet event. You've heard from them already this series, but I'm going to introduce them again because I've got little stats and I want to hear a bit further about them. But firstly, we have Jeff Risley. You have the faster PB of the two of you. You've run 144.48, and more recently, you ran 152.34 in 2024. So you might turn that World Athletics profile off, mate, because it's not doing you any favors anymore.
Oh, is it still going?
Yeah, it still popped up, 152.
That's right. Might go sub 150 this year. We'll get it going back down.
Yeah, a funny story. I was like doing a double on the treadmill this year. It would have been in summer sometime, and it was pretty early. And I just chucked the TV on, and it was showing the milers on YouTube, but it was like F grade. And I'm like, I recognize that bloke there running against those little kids. He's about 6 foot taller than all of them.
Yeah, and I think when I started, I was about 86 to 88 kilos when I started running again. So
huge kudos to you for getting out there and doing that. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
Nothing wrong with that weight range, Jeff. Definitely nothing.
I just went in the gym for about a year and didn't run. So I was going like 4 times a week. So still lean, but try to put on
you
some...
look pretty good though. I thought, as I was watching, I thought, oh, the wise old man's going to come through him here. And you did. I reckon what did you come, second or something?
I won my first one.
Oh, did
and
you?
Then, I won. And then the next one I got put into the A race. So that was a little bit harder. I think I ended up 4th or 5th that day. But yeah, I hadn't done much lactic work, and I did a 1500 like a couple of weeks earlier. And when you're carrying a lot more weight, you realize how much harder running is, because the 1500 was horrible, but the 800 just felt a lot easier. So I was starting to get my Melbourne Grammar girls into some of these Vic Milers races, and I sort of thought I'd jump in them too, just to kind of, at least they get to see their coach go around and have a bit of a laugh at me. So that was sort of the main motivation behind it. And then, kind of went from there. And then the weekend I ran 33K. So I've been just gradually building my running up since then, which has been fun.
Good. Yeah, love it. We're going to get into more about the 800 later, because that's sort of our focus for tonight. But welcome, Luke Matthews also. You're not far off, 145.16. You got a medal though. Welcome.
Thanks, mate. I think you called me a heavy hitter at the start. That's probably the nicest thing that you've ever said to me. So I'm sure that was really hard to come out of your mouth.
Well, I meant heavy because you look a bit bigger than normal.
Fuck. I'd say I'm more at a normal weight now.
I'll be honest. I just watched YouTube clip. Someone in the stands, they recorded the 2018 Gold Coast. I remember you getting the medal and thinking, oh, I can't believe you got come third then. And then I haven't watched it again since. I mean, obviously, you watch it all the time, but I forgot about it. And it is insane how you get a medal in that race. Like, this camera was at the probably 100-meter mark, and you're about 20 meters back going backwards. And you come out of nowhere. Like, that. What did you think 100 meters to go in that race? surely you didn't think there's a medal here.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, like I did a talk at a school, maybe like a week or so ago, that where my mum teaches, and they had the race up, and they showed it to like the kids, and that was like honestly, even though you might not believe it, was the first time I'd watched it in a little while, and yeah, it still fucking surprised me because I think my plan going into that was, do as I did in the domestic season. That was kind of make my move on the back straight. And I tried to get a bit of a push going with about 300 to go, and that's when Kinyamal made that move, and I think I just tightened up and just locked up, and if you like look at my form between say at the bell compared to like 200 meters to go, I go from looking really smooth to just like body all over the shop and just terrible, and I think it was like with about 120 to go, and I was probably in like sixth or seventh at that point. I like literally remember having like a flash of just like a thought where I thought, am I really going to put in all this hard work? Kind of go in, as one of the favorites or definitely a medal chance, and I'm going to come like what seventh, and I don't know. I think I just had that little moment, relaxed, and then I just picked up people down the straight, and I know some people can sometimes get caught in the rail, but it all opened up on the rail, and somehow got myself to third. And I remember thinking afterwards, like, fuck, if there's anyone you don't want to beat for fourth, like I was obviously wrapped for a medal, but if there's anyone you don't want to beat for fourth, it's Jake Whiteman. And I remember afterwards, I'm like, fuck, like I'm almost sorry to an extent. But then literally, less than 2 days later, he ended up coming third in the 1500, and I was dead fucking last.
Yeah,
I've never seen an 800 meter race change that much in 100 meters. Like Amos was going backwards. It was just carnage.
Langford.
Did you get a feeling like, wait a second, they're coming back to me, and that's like what got you going again?
Yeah, I think it probably more so, when we when with about 50 to go, I started that I was just getting people slowly and slowly and slowly, but I remember even when I crossed the line, and I it's like I was in disbelief. I'm like, fuck, did I just literally go from like sixth or seventh to third? And it was wild. I probably only had a thought maybe as I got closer to the line, but even still, that Kyle Langford in that race, he was like, I think his last. I remember seeing some splits, and his last 100 was ridiculous. I think it was like, I think I had the second quickest last 100, but he was like, I don't know, like mid 12 or something like that, which is pretty fucked to close in the last 100 of an 800.
Yeah, well, it certainly bucked the trend of that race because it looked like everyone was starting to tread water.
Yeah.
Boys, I am going to give you, it wouldn't be fair not to, you got 5 to 10 minutes. Give me your thoughts on this 1500, because you two are the 1500 guys. We had Chris O on there, Benny St. Lawrence, those blokes out of their depth a little bit talking about that. So you guys watched it. I want some immediate thoughts and some reflective thoughts. Go to you, Jeff, at first.
Yeah, my immediate thought was 54.9 was just a bit quick. He just seemed too eager to get to the lead in the first 100. I thought he might have waited till 200 just to see if he could kind of coax anyone into taking the first lap at least, because I just sort of thought if he's going to lead this thing from gun to tape, it's going to be really, really hard. So that was probably my biggest thing. And then, I guess my thought after was like, how's he ever going to win? Like, what, he's going to have to kind of do something different. So like, it's really hard to beat Cole Hocker when he's running 26.3 for his last 200 on, 328 to 327 pace. He's training. Like, can he get faster? Yeah, but like, what's the cost? What's the opportunity cost? And it's probably a lot of that threshold work and a lot of his strength. So, but geez, he's brave. Like, so much respect for him for just having the balls to do that. Like, not many guys would do that. So, I think he might have had a slightly better chance if he had just been a little bit easier in that first lap, even if it was like 55 high, but keeping that third lap kind of really fast and stretching it out a bit more from maybe 600 to go. Like, because, yeah.